So this is actually a digital project, and you might have noticed that most of the other projects I was showing, the mood boards were probably in some way physically created. Even if I digitally, printed out some photos, there was definitely some things that were sort of pasted on the board or created that were tactile. So a lot of my mood boards contain swatches of fabric or trims or pieces of something physically kind of attached to a board. But sometimes I'll just make a digital mood board as well, or a whole digital project. So this is a completely digital project, and this is actually a couple of boards kind of shoved onto one page because this is a page out of my portfolio. So this was an Explorer handbag collection. So I've got, again, a couple of different mood boards, one to kind of show the style of the sort of early explorers and expeditions, showing like Amelia Earhart and this kind of feel with satchels and messenger bags. And then I've got another board that's kind of on the right that you can kind of see is meshed in there. And this is my color board, which is where I'm kind of getting colors from. And this I'm kind of looking at sort of this 20th century world travel and this idea of like exotic colors coming from all different parts of the world. So I'm mixing these two. I've got these, very brown, somber, like messenger bag kind of feel with the expeditions. And then I've got this like exotic feel for my colors. So I'm trying to mix two things together with this. And again, the color palette is really obvious with this candy blue, or sorry, candy red and ocean blue. And then the fabrics that I ended up using was sort of leather and canvas to make these kind of satchel bags that you see here. So this is some sketches, so it's sort of, starting to work out some details for a collection of messenger bags that again are using the silhouettes and shapes and fabric, color, and details from that inspiration and from the images that I was using. Here's actually sort of another kind of sketchbook page where I'm showing how sometimes I'll do sketches or fashion illustrations where I've got mood imagery right there on the same page, and it's directly inspiring the end result. So again, this was a project called Nest. I've got images of hibernating animals, of nests, of sort of natural elements. So they're inspiring this leather and fur that's coming into the fabric. The details end up getting inspired by the imagery, the colors, and the silhouettes. So here I've got mood imagery right on the same page as my illustration. Here's another look from that same collection. So again, I'm looking at this sort of twisted, knotty trees, and it's inspiring different parts of the storyline and the details, the colors, the fabrics, all that. So again, mood imagery just directly inspiring the illustrations. And then finally, here's another project and accessories collection. So I've got a couple of different boards on the right. This is also a digital collection, and it's kind of mashed together into one page here. But looking at really specific, sort of feminine 70s flowy feeling photographs, and I've got a color story going alongside here, and then it ended up directly inspiring the footwear collection that I came up with. So again, it's kind of, you can have it all in one depending on how you want to arrange it when you end up making your collection. But hopefully this gives you an idea of how you can start taking some of those inspiration images, whether it be pictures of clothing, pictures of a movie you really like, pictures of fabrics that you're interested in, political movements, anything like that. Lots of different things can end up inspiring you. And you can start just laying it down, sketching from it, finding your colors, finding your shapes, finding your details that end up making it to those final designs. Hopefully that was helpful as you start kind of thinking about how you're going to make those first mood boards.